Welcome. We are glad that you can join us today for the NTTV4 News at Noon from the University of North Texas. I'm Amanda Padron.
And I'm Catherine Paris. It's cloudy today in Denton with a chance of isolated flash flooding. But this weekend will bring back the sunshine and temperatures just might reach 100 degrees.
Looking forward to see the sun, but I could do without the 100 degrees weather. I guess I should just be happy to see the sun.
Today's top stories: UNT researchers will soon receive millions of dollars in awards to study the effects of oil spills on the Gulf of Mexico ecosystem.
And a UNT Autism Conference shares techniques to improve success at school, home, and beyond. But first, college is supposed to be a carefree time of learning and self-discovery. But for many full-time students, college is more of a balancing act between work and academics. Here's Catherine Paris with more on the story.
We'll be back in 30 seconds to learn for the first time what can make you healthy, wealthy, and maybe just a little bit wiser. Welcome. We are glad that you can join us today for the NTTV4 News at Noon from the University of North Texas. I'm Catherine Paris.
And I'm Amanda Padron. It's cloudy today in Denton with a chance of isolated flash floodings, but this week will bring the sunshine back and temperatures might reach 100 degrees.
Looking forward to the sun, but I can do without the 100-degree weather. I guess I should just be happy to see the sun.
Today's top stories: UNT researchers will soon receive millions of dollars in awards to study the effects of oil spills on the Gulf of Mexico ecosystem.
And a UNT Autism Conference shares techniques to improve success at school, home, and beyond. But first, the media has been bombarded with recent tragedies involving firearms. So what role will gun control play at our campus university? Amanda Padron has the latest on this.
Local gun shops may be seeing more sales within the upcoming year, and their primary customers could possibly be our very own university students.
The UNT president recently sent a mass email announcement informing students and faculty about the newest legislation in Texas, the Senate Bill 11. Known as the Campus Carry Bill, this will allow students, faculty, and staff to carry concealed handguns on all higher education campuses in Texas.
Now, we weren't able to speak to the UNT president himself, although he did note in the recent email that this was not the outcome the school had hoped for. We did speak to several students and faculty to hear their thoughts on this new legislation.
We follow the law on this campus. We follow UNT policies on this campus, and that's what I'll be doing, is whatever UNT says.
Honestly, I'm a little worried about accidents from students. You know, if someone's not used to firing the gun or dealing with the gun on a regular basis, it'd be pretty easy to have an accident.
A little bit of mixed feelings. I understand that here in Texas, just about everyone does carry a gun, but I always feel like places of education should be at least more of a safe zone, and I think that will take away from it.
I feel like it still makes no difference because anybody can just still come up to campus and shoot up a classroom regardless of what bill is passed.
Working in a department where the decisions we make can alternate a person's life, whether good or bad, heightened emotions that can bring out the worst or the best in anybody. So overall, I think I wouldn't say it's the best idea to have guns or any type of weapon unless they're of authority as police officer, law enforcers. I feel like they should be the only ones to carry a concealed weapon on campus.
The idea of concealed handguns on campus has many of us on both sides of the spectrum. In the end, it's a shot we'll have to take. For NTTV News, Amanda Padron.
This is a discussion that is just beginning.
You're right, Catherine, and I'll make sure to keep you and our viewers posted. We'll be back in 30 seconds to learn for the first time what can make you healthy, wealthy, and maybe just a little bit wiser. Hello and thank you for watching. I'm here with Catherine Parrish today and she'll be talking about her college experience while also sharing some helpful advice on the importance of planning ahead. So tell us, Catherine, how long have you been a student here at UNT?
Well, I've been a student here since spring of 2012, so a while.
Oh, that is a while, okay. So have you ever changed your majors?
Yes, while I've been here at TCU, I actually added a major and then I changed that major to another major. So yeah, I've changed it twice.
And what made you change your majors? Were you unsure of what you wanted to do as a career at the beginning of your college year?
That was part of it, and then another part was because it's basically because I feel like a poor planning ahead into the future, like the far future past one semester for like a few years. I kind of am bad at that, so I just kind of oh, I like marketing, so let me just go ahead and get into marketing without realizing how big of a course load it was and how much time it was going to take. So I just did it, and then when I realized that it's a little bit too much, I kind of made the most of it and added the integrative studies major. So.
Okay, so do you regret changing your majors?
I don't regret changing my majors. I just regret not looking into it more, being more long-term goal oriented. That's what I regret.
Okay. Would you say that the advisors have play a role in this?
Yeah, I really do feel that advising here at UNT is really good because of the previous school I transferred from. You don't really get a lot of the help and things like that. So I feel like here at UNT, advising was good. They helped me to make these decisions, and they also helped me to stay on track for school because I was having a lot of problems academically, as well as kind of being bouncing around from major to major. So they made all the difference.
So what is your current major now?
Okay, so currently I'm a double major. I major in radio, television, and film, and then I have a second major called integrative studies with you have 3 areas of study, 3 areas of concentration. One is marketing, the other is Japanese, and the other is journalism. So.
Wow, so is this your final one?
This is it. Because I'm trying to get out of college, so that's it. I'm sticking to it. I'm done. So.
Cool. So what advice would you give to incoming freshmen?
To incoming freshmen, I would say if you feel like you can't trust your college advisor or another professor at school, just find someone in your life, like a parent or a close friend, and really go over with them what your long-term goals and your goals are for life, for school, what you want your major to be, and really make a long-term 4 or 5 year plan and write it down and try to stick to it, but then at the same time, know that this is your life that you're living, and don't be afraid to change it, because can also waste time too if you take too long to change.
Definitely. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Catherine. Y'all have a lovely day.
Welcome back. This is Catherine Parrish, and I'm here with Miss Amanda Padron, here to give us a few tips on how to stay successful in college. Amanda, so you're about to graduate, and college has been a pretty crazy experience. What are some weaknesses that you feel have hindered your success while you're in college?
Well, definitely being so disorganized as an incoming freshman. I tended to procrastinate on all of my assignments. I'm like, oh, well, this isn't due till next month, so I don't have to work on it now, so let me just go and watch TV and, you know, hang out with my friends. So definitely being just organized and not planning, you know, effectively ahead of time.
Okay. As you continue to come closer to graduation, how has procrastination continued to bother you, and how have you overcome it?
Well, I can definitely say I've improved. You know, I still procrastinate a bit, but I've done much better. I've used a planner now, and let me tell you, planners are they've saved me. So I write all my assignments down. Once I get my syllabus, I write all my assignments, and I'm like, okay, well, this is due, you know, in a month, but let me start on it like in 2 weeks, because I still got to worry about all my other assignments and tests. So definitely using a planner has helped me with procrastination.
Okay, so have you ever had any serious consequences because of procrastination? You know, like failing or doing really bad, something like that.
I wouldn't say failing, but borderline, because, you know, when I'm like, oh crap, you know, this is already due in 3 days and I still haven't even started. Yeah, it's definitely caused me to either pull all-nighters, and that is the worst, because, you know, it just deprives you of sleep, staying up late trying to work on something you should have been started on already. Also, it's caused me to rush on certain projects, so there I am the day before rushing, and, you know, when you rush, it, you know, the outcome of the product is not as good as it could have been when you would have started, you know, with enough time.
In your future work life, how do you see yourself battling procrastination? Do you see yourself giving in, or do you have any strategies for work?
Definitely, I see myself battling it because I've already experienced it in college. So I'm definitely planning to not procrastinate at all in my future career. So, but I guess only time will tell.
Okay, and final question. So what advice would you give to an incoming freshman that's struggling from the same problems as you?
Well,
in terms of procrastination,
invest in a planner, and just, you know, stay on top of your stuff and know when assignments are due and when you have to study for tests, so that way you're not up all night and then, you know, tired the day of your test. So just definitely stay on top and get a planner.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
This has been AmandaFinalProject, and I'm Catherine Paris reporting for NTTV. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. We have just learned that an accident involving an 18-wheeler and a pickup truck pulling a trailer happened moments ago on the northbound lanes of I-30 East at the Fort Worth exit. This 1-mile section on both the north and south sides of I-30 East is closed until further notice. Denton police report that the tractor trailer spilled 200 pounds of recycled materials onto the highway and access road. Hazardous material teams are on their way to assess the spill and will be following the story closely as it unfolds. We ask that you watch the bottom of your screens for further details as they come in. And don't forget to follow the events on our website, that is NTTV #4 #U.com. I'm AmandaFinalProject. Thank you for joining us today for NTTV 4 News at Noon.